All right, let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour, where India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has just left on a three-nation tour, where he'll be visiting France and two key Gulf states of the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi, of course, will be heading to Paris first for a two-day state visit, where he'll be holding bilateral talks with the French President Emmanuel Macron. And during his visit, Prime Minister Modi will also be attending a special dinner at the Chateau de Chantilly. And in addition to this, he's also scheduled to address the Indian community in Paris. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be inaugurating a memorial for the victims of the Air India crash. And these are the visuals from just a little while back, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi boarded his flight Air India 1 and has now embarked on his two-day state visit. And also in a statement ahead of his visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India and France have shared a perspective on major global concerns such as terrorism and climate change. And after this, Prime Minister Modi will also be leaving for the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain as well. And to discuss more on this, we are joined in by my colleague Siddhant Sibil, who is joining us over the phone line. Good afternoon to you, Siddhant. This, of course, is an important visit by the Prime Minister. Give us a sense as to what is on the agenda as Prime Minister Modi heads for France.
Well, the most important thing which everyone is waiting for is the big bilateral between the Indian Prime Minister and the US President. This will happen. When it will happen is the big question. They are going to interact. This has been confirmed by the US President Donald Trump himself. He said that he will be interacting with the Indian Prime Minister. This coming in the backdrop of the recent tensions in the Indian subcontinent, and we have seen a number of phone calls going from Islamabad to Washington and from Washington to both Islamabad and Delhi. But by and large, if you look at the entire visit, it's a three-nation visit. He goes to France. He then comes back to West Asia, where he visits UAE, where he'll be conferred the highest civilian award, the Zaid Medal, and then he goes to Bahrain. In both the countries, he will be part of the MOU signing, in which one of the crucial MOU is on RuPay card, because for the first time, two West Asian countries, Bahrain and UAE, will and soon adopt the RuPay card that will help and ease Indian travelers. Then after visiting the West Asian countries, he will go back again to France, this time for the G7 summit, because this is after a gap of over 10 years that India has been invited for the G7 summit. The last time it happened was in 2005, when the then Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was invited by the then British Prime Minister Tony Blair for the Gleneagles G7 summit, the 31st G7 summit, and now India is being invited. But the big, of course, focus remains on the bilateral between Indian Prime Minister and the US President. We do expect a lot of visuals from France, from the G7 summit, where the Indian Prime Minister will be having informal interaction, but also from the West Asian countries also. Remember, this is the third visit of the Indian Prime Minister to UAE and the first visit to Bahrain.
Absolutely, indeed. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Siddhant, for joining us and getting us the latest update in terms of what is to unfold in this very crucial visit by the Indian Prime Minister.